Welcome back, everybody. So, it starts again. Unfortunately, Dr. Cookie Monster won't be joining us tonight. Hopefully, Irish will get on later. But if not, I'm on my own. 100 pop server. We have building to do. Need to do some base sorting, building, all that sort of shite. And then we need to do a loot run and a run into trader because we need to make some money. All looking. Got 3 days to get funding on. Got food. That's good. Been hit yet. That's also good. Ammo. That in lengthways it will. That works. Don't really need the M1. Stock 'em. Fine. Hi, Will. I'm good, thank you. I've just come on. The others aren't. Well, Irish might make it later, but Cookie's ill. Well, no, Cookie's not going to be on tonight. So, and I have to come on. We need to do some base building, and I need to build some stuff on the base. Got 2 sharpening stones, which is good. We've got some tools. We've got swipe cards. We've got spare weapons. Okay, do I have any money in there? No, is the answer to that. That's not so good. And I'm ill. Well, apart from that, everything's good. I hope you're all right. Oh, it's quite loud, my voice at the moment. That's better. Let's push that back a little bit. And hopefully my voice will not spike so much. Right, let's sort this out to start with. What about these weapons that we've got in here that shouldn't be in here? We don't have a lot of choice, though. We've got nowhere to put stuff. Over here, missing Merv. He won't be streaming this week. Oh, that's a shame. It happens, though. Real life can get in the way. Hi, Elf. We've just got me, maybe, tonight. We don't know if the others will be on or not. Right, and that needs to go down there. That needs to also come down. I'm just doing a little bit of base sorting. That needs to go up. That needs to come out of there. Yeah. Right. So weapon platforms are there. Building stuff's at the top. Swipe cards there. Okay. So you found the general section of. I found. Yes. Oh, that's a fair point. Give me a second. I haven't upgraded you, have I? Members, elf, add roles, goblins. They are. You can see everything now apart from the admin stuff. Now I need to drop off stuff, get that out of there. Drop that off. Yeah. That needs to be dropped off next door. Can't get any more first aid stuff in there. What can we lose? Nothing. That's not important, is it? Not compared to the other stuff. We don't need that much of that stuff. Okay, that's easily dealt with then. We'll take the 49 one out and burn that. Okay, so that can be burnt. Give me a second. I will do. Invite people. So now, drop the stuff down that needs burning, or we don't burn here. We throw away in a rubbish bin, but it's like it's similar to burning. So that's going to get burnt. That's going to get burned. No, that's a dog tag. Do not burn that. One day they'll be worth money once we've got upgraded. It's okay. Shut that door. So this room is sorted as I'm going to get it for now. Nothing else. Wet ammo. There's a wet magazine that can come in here. Actually, you can stick that in there. That in there. That one across. Take that one up here. Right, and if we take that out, bring that in. Take that in. That way. Put that one there. Right, mags are sorted. First aid is sorted. Clothing is sorted. Actually, that we can repair. Do that. Elf, I'm stressed out. Also drinking whiskey. 3 a.m. appointment at 3 a.m. appointment at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Haha. That's that repaired to that level. Now I need to carry on repairing it because this stuff is the best armor in the game. And if I'm going to be building and everything else, and I'm on my own on the server tonight, we need to be used up what we had. I'll take that off for the moment. That down to here. So we've got a lot to do with just me on the server. That on. Okay, and stick my pouches back in there. Good, that's that sorted. Think you'd be up for a run on Deer Isle server tomorrow night. Unfortunately not, Will. I have to play on the team server. So the problem I've got is on here, if we don't keep paying money into this plot pole, we lose the base. And I have to get in there. If I don't pay money in within 3 days and 6 hours, the base gets deleted. So I need to get in there 1,420 US per day. So I need to get 10 grand, which means I need to build the base and then I need to run the trader on a 100 pop server. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of choice. I just have to do it. Liking the armor around the top of the shoulders. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Alright, that's that done. We need to get this stuff put away. So we go above weapons, leave space for one more, and start moving these out. So I need to run the trader and make money. I need to keep that on me. Right, and what weapon are we taking? We're not taking that one, that's for sure. That's a sellable. We'll do that in a second. These over here. Building supplies, but not really. Ready for rabbit traps. Medical. I'll stick it there for the moment. Jet can come into here. It's actually really good from our perspective because there's no flag outside the base. So if you don't know we're here and you just run by, there's a better chance we won't be spotted. So we like it, but it does mean that... And the server at the moment has 100 people on it, all in teams of 3 or less, trying to kill each other. And we're down here. I need to make a run to trader and make some money and get back alive. So meds is my next problem. I need to drop off that stuff. Where did that box go on? There. There's no space. So that can be burnt. That needs to be kept. That can go. Empty the bin. Bin is empty. Good. I'm talking about my dad antique glass flask. Rest of the leather cover. Right, so that's that and that done. Do any of my gats need? No, it's not. I need to find a home for that yet. The trouble, we've not been on for a few days because we had the football on in the UK and people were ill. And now I'm playing catch up to get a lot of work done this evening on a full pop server. So that's that sorted. Do I have anything that needs a battery? Right, got my gat. Does my gat need a battery? Ruined on it. Oh, the gilly rat. Oh, that doesn't matter. No, my gat doesn't need a battery, so let's drop the battery off. That's not important. Right, I need bandages. Hardly any left. So I need water bottle there. I need 1 bandage on me. What am I running? 556 in that. Let's get that filled in case we come under trouble. And while we're waiting for that to solve, let's have a tetra. We need to get rid of our face mask because we are ill and that will need burning. It means I need another face mask once I'm better. So that'll be shamag. Ready to go once I'm better. Right, that's that sorted. Now, ammunition. We've got any 223. A little bit. Right then. Huh? Just 2 rounds. Got that 223. Okay, so that's full. 60 round mag. Okay, that'll do. So we've got a weapons platform. I now need to get better before I move out and get food and meds up. Okay, so we're going to split that down. That goes down for burning now. Right, stuff for sale. That's the next problem. How's my footwear? Okay. No, I don't have a helmet on at the moment. Even though that's badly damaged, it's better off than nothing. That'll do. Okay. So, meds can sit there. Right, now we need to find stuff for sale. Okay. I hate to do it, we need the money. So vehicle repair kit can be sold. The M14 can go. 308 we're keeping, 308 we're keeping, 308 we're keeping, 308 we're keeping, 308 with 762, but it's 308, 308 and 308, so we have to keep those. That's no choice on that one. we have any spare weapons in here? Do. I really want to keep that because it's my favourite weapon. What we got there? My other favourite weapon. I've used that in a training environment at work. Yeah, not that one. Don't. Might have to sell that just to make some money. Do we sell the L96 or do we sell the bullpup? Bullpup is 51. L96 is 51. So they're the same platform, but that's an M4 platform. That's a bullpup. M4 will have a longer reach. Look at me thinking about tactical shite. Right, that can get sold. So he's getting killed once people know you're a trader. Not a very... getting killed on this server is a high possibility everywhere. It's a full-on PvP server that encourages it. The only safe place on the map is the trader in the middle. So me running to trader, I need to make sure I've got enough money to make the trip worthwhile. But if I get killed, I can't come home until I've got gear to make some money. So that's that and that sorted. Right, we need to close these doors. I think I've got enough stuff for sale. We'll also sell any 5.56 that we've got lying around. It's not important. And once I've been killed, I'm not going to go after a 5.56 again. We run with 308s now. So is your base not a safe place? Not if someone's got explosives. It's not. And that'll be eventually for producing cannabis on. But we're a long way away from having to do that. Right, we need to fight this illness off. We need water. So let's drink that lot. And then let's fill up our little water barrel. So yeah, the base is safe. But there are gunshots going off. Someone's getting killed nearby. Let's fill up. Come on. Don't got any water left in it. Very little. Oh, that's not good. So, what? Emergency water? Yeah, that'll do. And hydration water. So, it's not a beginner-friendly server to jump on. No. You can survive on here as a beginner, but not this. This server is hardcore. It's not toxic, but it is a server made for people with a little bit of experience of the game. I mean, I say that we have Irish come on, and Irish is new to PvP. The reason we play this server, though, is the maximum group size is 3. So it stops there being, like, massive teams geared up. But at the moment, you know, as I showed you, we've got 99 people on here. It's a 100 pop server. It is Livonia. I've got to run from here to here and stay alive. Sell those weapons and then get back to here to be able to keep our base alive for a few days. Which is easier said than done. I'm trying to fight the illness because if I see someone and I have to hide, having coughing and sneezing isn't going to keep me alive. We're lucky that we've made one metal door, we've upgraded it to cinder. So that takes 2 explosives to blow through, where that only takes 1 explosive to blow through. But that shooting is realistically here. Something's going down. A little baby camp there. There's people based all over the map. Here is massive camp in there. We've got black market traders, which aren't safe. Got quests, hubs, which aren't safe. The only place that you can't be shot is inside the trader here. Anywhere else, you're fair game. I'm guessing the monetary part of this is because it's such a high traffic server, it means you keep coming back, but only if you really want to play. Yes. Yeah. So Cookie and I have played Aftermath now for about a year, their servers. And we do keep coming back because we like how they make their servers. But it's hard for us because we can play Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, and that's it. So we have to find a server that allows a 3-person team to be able to survive on when you're playing on minimal days. And it's not easy. And this is a punchy server. There's a good 30% chance, 50% chance I'll get killed on this run to trader because I'm not a great PvP player. But as I said, I don't have a choice. We need to make some money because Cookie's ill, so that he might not get back on until Friday. By Friday, we won't have a base. It'll go. It'll just... All that happens is your money runs out, all the code locks delete, and all the doors get blown up. And then the base location is given away in chat. People get 4 hours to do what they like with your base and raid it. And then after 4 hours, the base gets deleted. Gone. Forever. So, I don't have a choice. I've got 2 weapons for sale. And that. And some 5.56. Alright then. Let's do it. And it's, middle of daytime. I've got a 4.8k run. And then I've got to get back as well. And we've got to build more of the base. I've got to build more pods. So it looks like we've got more code locks than we have. So the smaller teams that don't have a lot of code locks saved up won't risk blowing their way into us. That's the aim. I actually like that mechanic. It's essentially like having treasure chests everywhere that people will eventually fight over once the location is leaked. Yes. But we love it. It's the only server we found that does it. Aftermath have lots of servers. They have 3-pop servers, 6-man team servers, and 24-man team servers. And they have a mouse server. But I love the mechanic. It means that if people don't put their time into the server, they lose their base. And everyone gets to fight over the spoils of it for about 4 hours. But their servers are really popular. For obvious reasons. They also make all the weapons in the game, all the clothing in the game, all the vehicles, all the helicopters are all their own mods that they've written themselves. So they'll take the base weapon from DayZ and they will remake it for themselves. So it's all their own individual mod that's been done to get as much speed to the server as possible. They have a quest system where... Oh, we need to eat another med. Where what you'll do is you will... Good on full auto, excellent. So they have a quest system which kicks off every half an hour. There's 2 of them all over the map, plus airdrops. And the quest system, if you hold down the location for like 20 minutes, you'll win the quest, and then you get stuff that will allow you to build your base or raid people. Airdrops obviously drop in with really good gear on them. Less zombies around, slightly more animals. You need to eat and drink like vanilla. They haven't altered that at all. You can repair things that are badly damaged, like that are ruined, if you've got the right repair kits. If you're in a vehicle, they take damage. If a vehicle catches fire, it will blow up, killing everybody inside and blowing the vehicle up in 10 seconds. So if you see fire in a vehicle, you've got 10 seconds to get out, or you are dead and you've lost everything that's on you. So you see a car driving, you shoot the car. Forget about shooting the people. Shoot the car. See a helicopter, you can knock a helicopter out the sky with a 110 SAS with 10 rounds on it. So helicopters aren't a safe option. But they're a good team. They obviously make money. They, 8 servers. A lot of people have VIP access, which they're paying 15 US a month for. So grabbing apartment loot has just been secured. So someone managed to secure grabbing. There would have been a firefight. People would have died. Someone won. They'll be trying to extract now, probably under fire. They are. Something's gone off. And close by. They also make their rounds go out to a further distance, so you can hear a 308 round doesn't stop at 1,000 meters. You can hear it 4Ks away. So you've got a bit more. You don't know whether it was at you or not unless you hear the crack and thump. Yeah, very much so. And it means it favours people, it's a risk. Driving a vehicle allows you to move a lot more stock, so there's risk involved. But the servers favour teams that can be on 24/7. Which is why we recruited Irish, asked him to come along. Because once he gets better, he's in the US, so he would play in a different time zone than myself or Cookie. Which gives us more coverage. Obviously, they've got infinite stamina on. Though it doesn't always work if you've got a heavy rucksack and you're climbing over stuff. Every time, when I'm on my own, every shot I think's at me. So that's an exchange of fire. The trader is custom. Right, we fought the illness, which is good. So now we put the shamag back on. .8 to go. But I don't expect to make it there and back in one piece at this time of day. It's that sort of server. Punchy. Heli flying somewhere. You can't buy helis from the trader. You can only win them in events. I can't let you. No allies are allowed, and we've got a 3-person team. If I did that, I would be banned from their servers for life. And they're that strict on it. And they have to be, because it stops people getting round the rules and ending up with a 6 or 7 or 8 man team on a 3-man team server. And I get why they're doing it, if that makes sense. They've got a really, really good admin team that You raise a question, it's answered in about 20 minutes maximum, any time of the day or night. They get rid of cheaters. They ban people every day. And they're very quick at catching them. So it's not in my interest to do anything that breaks those rules. Because I love playing their servers. And I wouldn't... And if I got a ban, they'd also ban the whole team. Because the team associate with a cheater. So the whole team gets banned. So it's... You play fairly on these servers. It's just... If you're new to DayZ, my suggestion is not here. Though Cookie would say this is the best place to learn. Because if you're new to DayZ, this will teach you. Coming on something like this as a solo, building a base. They've got their own base building mod. Completely their own. They don't let anyone else use it. Those shots are getting closer. What's nearby that could be a problem? Oh, it's in there, in the quarry. Okay. Fine. I'm going to break cover soon. I have to run across open fields. Which is a shame. Right then. Though Cookie would say cracking the bandwidth. Yeah, but you have to when you've got people always trying to dupe and cheat. You need a team that will keep only the players that don't on board. So this is our biggest risk, is covering this field. And it's like 1.5 Ks of hardly any cover. Because we break here, and apart from little pockets, we're running in. Yeah, so this is... So Cookie would say you come on somewhere like this and you watch their videos on how to build a base. You gather the stuff, you go out, you build your little one-man base, and you learn the hard way. Because you'll learn better. They've got a DRL server, but it's a 24-man team server. So you can have up to 24 players in your team. So if you're a solo on there, you'll be against potentially 24 people at a time. So that can be really hard. I would never suggest as a solo playing anything above a 6-person team server if you're playing in the harder echelons of DayZ. 3-pop servers are good because it means in a firefight ultimately it's you against 3 or multiples of 3 that are all against each other, so you stand a slightly better chance. And servers like this come with a map built in. You know, you can set waypoints. You can work out where you're going a lot easier. They're not survival servers for sure. So now we're obviously checking arcs and we're weaving a little bit. We've got to make it to about 300 meters out to be in the safe zone. Then we need to sell everything apart from our M4. And then sell, and then make it home alive. It's interesting. I love it. I wouldn't change it. I love these servers. And I'd rather play Aftermath than any other server. They're so good at what they do. People will kill you, 100%. But then if you ask in chat, what can I do better? People will teach you afterwards how to be a better player. I come off auto run now and move into real run, because with that 200 meters left, if we come under fire, we either have to fight it out and win, which is why I'm on fully auto, or run and hope we make it. At some point it will say you are in the trader and my weapon won't go into the shoulder anymore. There you are. Welcome to trader. Weapon doesn't work anymore. I'm safe. We made it to trader alive. So the black market traders they have buy and sell all the same goods as normal trader, but they do it with a 15% premium. So you pay 15% less for things and you can sell it for 15% more. So you can do well at BM, but of course you can be killed in there. They also have a very unique feature. So lots of servers have a player-to-player trader. On Aftermath, the player-to-player traders linked from all their servers. So if I put a box of nails up for sale on here, it could be bought on any of their servers. And the money would be available here for me. And anything on the ground is fair game. So here's a player-to-player market. So that's stuff that people have put up for sale. I'm just going to check if anything I put on there has made any money. No. Now we're going to sell stuff. So, sell. Stock.com. Go. I don't want to sell that, but I don't have a lot of choice. $556 spare. We'll sell all. Bang. Gone. Gone. What else do I need to sell? Vehicle repair kit. Yeah, probably. No, so it'd be hardware. Bang, done. Right, drink some water, and then we've got to make it back to base alive. I need to pull that away, don't I, because I was ill. Probably throw that away, but you don't have a lot of choice. All these vehicles are their own custom vehicles. I'll show you the vehicle market in a second. We're going to have a look so you can see what they buy and sell. And what you can get on here if you really want to run with the vehicle. When you're in Trader, you can see people's names. Not in Black Market, but in this Trader you can. Okay. Go and see the vehicle trader. So, off-road vehicles. That's a selection of vehicles that are for sale. So one of those holds 6 people. Land Rover. Well, it's a DayZ. They do buses, trucks, military vehicles, helicopters you can't buy but you can sell in here, and then normal cars. Alright then, let's try and make it home alive. Then we need to cut a lot of wood. If we make it home. If we don't, we need to loot up and get home, find a way home. We're just leaving the safe zone in 26 seconds. bullets will work again. You want to put as much distance between you and the trader. And at this point, we're a week and a half into wipe. I would expect there to be probably 100 bases on the map. Because you've probably got about 200 people that play the server over different time zones on a regular basis. And the average team won't be 3-man. The average team will be a solos. But from like UK time, about 3 PM to about 3 in the morning for about 12 hours, the server's full normally. And then from about 6 AM through till about lunchtime UK time, there's about 30 people on the server. So there'll be Americans that are playing through the night that have got a better chance of building a bigger base because of their time zones. Or a better base, a more secure base because there's less people fighting them for everything. Hi Sarah's dad, you okay? I'm playing solo. Well, I'm not playing solo. Cookie's ill tonight. And Irish is busy at the moment. So I'm running solo currently. And the server is full. And we have to get this money home. Right. We have no choice. If we die, I have to go and loot up, go back to the trader, sell everything, and get the money home. So I need to pay for the base upkeep. Because Cookie's just spent 50 grand buying a weapon rack. I mean, it'll hold like 24 weapons. So it's really worth it. But if we don't get money into the base to pay for the upkeep in 3 days, we lose the base. So tonight, 100%, I have to get money back there. Or failing tonight, tomorrow night. Because we're not on Wednesday and we're not on Thursday as a team. And we won't have a base on Friday. Player. So it's a little bit punchy. Why I'm running with a weapon on fully automatic with 60 rounds. I've played an online game and at certain times it was better to be offline. I used to only play single player games, offline games. It's what I did all the time. My first, in modern times, long time ago I played multiplayer. But in modern times, my first real game, proper multiplayer, is this. Now I can't get enough of it. I like the fact that you can be fully geared. You can run around the corner and get hit in the face with a 12 bore or 12 gauge that someone's got that's just found on the beach or just found at the starting location, and you're dead. It's a great leveler. So hopefully we'll make it home and then we can pay off what we need to pay off, and then we can start gathering wood to build what we need to build on the base. We're going for a bit of camouflage, basically. What we're going to do is we don't have the code locks yet. So, but we're going to build the pods as if we do, and then move one code lock right to the front of them. So that way, if someone's going to raid us, they'll look at the base and think we have more code locks than we do. which will hopefully mean we're less likely to get hit a week and a half into wipe. That's the plan. Whether it works, who knows? Bobbing and weaving around trees because trees top bullets. But I don't know where the other 99 players are that want to kill me. Keeps your old adrenaline up playing hardcore multiplayer games. Yeah, you don't need it. I don't need the shot either. 2.1 from base. Come on, Goblin. You can do it. Oh, shit. That will draw people that direction, I suppose. That's one thing. Not that far from us, though, Pollyanna. It's far enough, though, to make it safe-ish. So it's up to you to put the hours in on the server. Not a bad thing. Yes, so this server forces you to put the hours in. If you're going to play Aftermath servers, basically, you don't have a flag on this server. You have a plot pole. And every item that you build in your base or storage that you place costs so many US dollars per day, or so many rubles, to keep the base, to keep it alive. If your money runs out, your base gets deleted after 4 hours. What it does, money runs out. First thing that happens is all your doors get destroyed and the location of your base is given out in chat so everyone can see it. And then people can raid that base for 4 hours. After that, whatever's left is deleted. So if I don't pay money on tonight or tomorrow, we're not on then till Friday. By Friday, we won't have a base. And everything we've done for the last week and a half will be wasted. But what's nice about the plot pole is it's small. So there's no big flag. So if you're like a solo or a small team or inexperienced, you can build more covertly. And big teams that have massive bases need to generate more money, so they need to be on more often. So they need to take more risk. And run the drug missions all the time, because that's where the most money can be made. So I like it. I like the fact that it forces players to make choices. It's not like you can build the biggest base in the world and just go, yeah, I've just got a flag up, it's fine. So the idea is that we do this run. We pay the money. I need to cut some wood and get that done. And then we need to go out and loot. Because I need to generate more money. Right, come off auto run. So if we meet someone, we stand at least a little bit of a chance. Because I'm not a natural PvPer. Obviously we're living a long way up the map for safety. Okay to go. If we make it into base, I can explain the plot pole better. Because I can show you. They also have their own unique building mod on here that no one else has. That they wrote themselves. Which is a lot harder to build. Because you need different items. Or you need the same items everyone's used to, but in a different way. I'll explain it all once we get into base. It makes a lot of sense then. if we make it into base. And Sarah's dad, thank you for the sub on YouTube. Much appreciated. So, base is 600 meters away. One left. So, you set up that you have to put the hours in. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Right. Oh, got stuck on that rock. Something's going down. Don't really want to get involved. So they are events that go off every half an hour on the server. If you win the event, you win a lot of loot. But on my own, I'm not even going to try an event. You need all three of you and a lot of luck. Because there'll be probably 30 people in 10 teams on each event. Player. And breathe. So that's a plot pole. Every item costs something. So a tool cabinet, 40 US a day. So everything costs something. Did my comment about the ambush come up? I will your 400th sub on my other YouTube account. I tell you, trying to find my other account was a pain in the backside. Thank you, Will. Massively appreciated. 400. Great. Oh, that's awesome. I can't. I've got 3 other accounts. I have no idea what they are. So that shows you that this costs, where are we? $1,420 per day to keep the base alive. At the moment, I have 3 days, 5 hours, and 20 minutes left. Pay. You don't have enough money on you. So I need to generate more money. We need 9 grand. This is not enough. And that's my problem. It used to let you pay small amounts. Why won't it? No, it doesn't like it. Can you get landmines? Yes, you can. And you can deploy them and leave them and do all that sort of shit. And we do. So I need to drop the money off. That's about 3 grand. We had 3.5. So we need another, well, we need a fair amount. So I don't really want to sell any of these. But that's probably what we're going to have to end up doing. So base building. So first of all, you can have wood storage. So you can fill that with logs and planks sharpening stones, hacksaws and a saw, and then it will take the wood out of there automatically to use in your base building. Then you have your workbench. That's your tool cabinet, forget that. You have your workbench, and your workbench needs to have all of these items in to build all this stuff. And each time you build something, it uses a little bit up of it. You have your nails inside, and when something's built, it comes out as a box, so when you deploy that box, it's ready to go. You don't then need to build it any further. And to build stuff, maybe you can't do partial money due to being too goated. Yeah. So say you wanted to build a wood storage. That's going to cost you 10 planks, 30 nails, 4 scrap metal. And you'll need a hammer, a crowbar, and a hacksaw to craft it. Various items you can make there, including flat panels, cedar, if you've got the stuff, will hold back people more. But it's only door raiding, so there's no point building cedar walls realistically. It's just a show of we've got more money than you. Garage doors, if you want a vehicle. Other types of garage doors, windows. Windows need code locks on them. So if you're building upwards, that sort of stuff. Defences, cam nets. If you've got metal, you can turn it into that stuff. You can build some ammo. So if I wanted 80 rounds of 5.56 armor piercing, that would cost me 80 rounds of normal and 1 gunpowder. So hypothetically, you could set up an ambush with landmines and stop paying rent. Everyone comes along expecting a free house. No, because your base would all the code. So if I didn't pay the rent in 3 days and however many hours it is, all the code locks will automatically get destroyed on my base, and all the doors get destroyed. Everyone will know my base is here. They will come along and raid me. That doesn't mean they bring any money. And for me to then, I could pay the money onto the plot pole, but then I'd need to go out and get more code locks. Love the way you think. But yeah, you have to go out and get more code locks. You'd have to get more tools. You'd have to secure your base. So you could. Would it be worth it? No. You're better off doing runs and getting gear and selling it at the trader and making the money, or winning events, or killing other players that are running with money, but nobody risks running with money unless they have to. Yeah, so you can build some ammo, you can build some RPG rounds if you want to take out helicopters or cars, empty bags if you're growing drugs, your crafting table for drugs, glass for glass windows. Make yourself, if you want to make a admin code lock. And what's an admin code lock? So you don't need to put codes into the code lock. If you're in the team, the game knows, or this server knows, that you're in the team, so you don't need to worry about a code. But say there was 2 of us in the team, and you recruit a new member that you're not 100% sure of, you can make an admin code lock that you put on one door, and it means that they can't get into that door till you trust them. Depends on the people raiding you bring with them. Yeah, and there's no way of allowing for that, is there? You see, if... Where are we? We are here. So, if it comes up that our base is available to raid, and you're right up here in your base, you probably won't visit. If you're here, this sort of across the map, up to about probably here somewhere, you'd probably give it a go. If you were near home, you'd run home first and drop off anything you had on you apart from the weapons to fight in, because you want as much space as possible to take stuff from the other person's base. You don't want to run in with a full rucksack and find you can't carry anything out. We base ourselves about where we live based upon different criteria. You know, we're trying to make ourselves as safe as possible. So black markets, as much as they're punchy and people are getting shot all the time, because people are getting shot all the time and noises are going off, hopefully things are a little bit safer for us. One of the other things it's got in base building is we're only allowed 15 code locks. Every other server out there, if they say in their rules you're allowed 15 code locks, once you've placed 15, if you place a 16th code lock, the game will let you. The only way they have of controlling it is for the admin team to log it and then look through the server files and say, oh, that person's breaking the rules, and go in there and stop them. On this server, it won't let you place more than 15 code locks. Just no. If you try and place a 16th code lock, it won't let you deploy it. And it's the little things like that that I like. The fact that they've taken that time. So, what do we need to make? We need to make now a floor. So we need a floor panel. Wood floor? No, that's hatchway. Half wall, wall. I need a foundation, probably. Is that what it's called? I don't build on here enough. Wood garage door, is that one? No. Wood floor, porthole, wood floor, door, wood floor. So we need to build a floor to start with. So that's now been made, it's there. That's ready to go. If I decide I wanted to either leave the server or wanted to restart on the server, imagine just sitting there watching these people run at your base and fly up to heaven while you laugh. Oh, 100%. You could do that, 100%. And there's nothing to stop you doing that. People will go, I'm not playing this server anymore. We won't pay anything more. We'll come back in 10 days' time and watch the fight over my gear. But mostly people will leave the server, go and find a new server to play and stay on it. A lot of people don't like this mechanic. They like being able to build easily. We like the fact that it's hard, you know. So we've got a door there ready to go, but it's a small door kit which doesn't work. So I need to get the floor down to start with, and I'm going to need to cut wood. So we're going to need a big axe. And if you want to remove items around your base, it's not a screwdriver you need, it's a toolbox. We're not going to be able to carry the wood in anything apart from our hands. So we need to be prepared for things to go wrong. Put our tetra away. We don't need that anymore. Right, so axe needs to be there. Axe box needs to be there. So the reason we've got a cinder door and we had to go and get resources is that takes 2 explosives to raid, where every other door only takes 1. But they make it so it sounds different. So if you're wrecking someone's base and you're outside, you can count how many doors there are for you to raid. So everything's done from a balance perspective, but it's a nightmare. You know, I need to go outside now and do some building and some other bits and pieces and hope that no one is in the area. If anyone runs round here, good chance I will die. So that's now built. So a quick check of the sheds in case there's anything in here useful. And then start cutting wood. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard would it be for other players to break into your base? Depends how much explosives they have. And that's difficult to judge. Depends how much. Each door is 1 explosive. Each metal door is 2 explosives. The teams that play a lot, that are on here all the time, every day, every night, because their lives allow that, probably have enough explosives to do that. We're not on an awful lot. So now we're going to move this in. And then rinse and repeat, basically. Load them straight into there. That's now got 8 in there. We need to get as much as this filled, but we can't risk using sharpening stones, because if we do, you won't be able to build anything using the workbench, and we don't have enough. So we will just keep repeating this process until this axe dies, and then we'll make the items we need. It's so dangerous. I hate doing this without a team on to support me on a full pop server. So I know that we can carry 6 logs. But even the axe swings, they make slightly louder so you can hear them further away. So you know when people are building in your area. So it's 3. Find the other 3. If we were still inside the base building, I would be only cutting the tree until 2 logs fell off, so it didn't show that I was building. But at this point, everybody knows you're building. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 explosives would take the base out completely. So we're not massively secure. So it's 10 in there, and we're moving our way along. We could probably build another wall now. And now that will take logs out of there, planks out of there. Get this in. Okay, take a zap of my vape and a sip of my juice before we push out. Hopefully living up to your name at least. Going for the loot like a good goblin. You have to. I'm known for it. For the time I've been playing DayZ, I'm massively into collecting loot, whether it belongs to me or not. I'm just not a very good PvPer. I don't choose to be PvPing. If it happens, I'll give it my best, but I'm not a natural PvPer. Can't take the code locks off those, that's up to Cookie. Love it, just run up behind a player, your loot or your life. On here, they'll turn around and shoot you, or their mates will be in the bush and will just bang bang, you'll be dead. This is not the sort of server where people talk. It really isn't. It would make it easier if it was. Which one did we use for floor? I want another floor. Wood floor. Craft. You don't have the required plank, so we need 20 planks. So we take that one and we cut planks. We got then and now and there. 28. We can get rid of one more. So 32. Move that one over. Okay, put that away. There. That's done. Do I have a battery in my MVGs? I do. Oh, it's a bloody monocle. So now we need a floor. Hacksaw for wood. I have issues with this considering there's a wood saw right next to it. You could choose. I could use a wood saw instead. Yeah. Yeah, you could choose to use either. Yeah, it's up to you. You know, if I wanted to, I can cut planks using a wood saw if I wish to. I just work from the top and work down. It's what I do. And I should have started here because these are both damaged and use them up first, but that's life. Other people have been doing stuff in here. I think it's physically impossible to cut a plank. This is DayZ. Yeah. Let's talk about the money situation. Right, so we need a floor. Wood floor. Craft. That one's ready to go. Floor. And then I need a wall. And I need more planks. I need 15 planks. I've got 12. And then I'm going to need more of those. So we'll do the wall to start with. You get different types of MVGs. So I've got the monocle one, just a single one. Not ideal. So that one's there, done. More logs. Of course, now what it costs to run the base has gone up because we built more. So to keep you guys happy, we'll use that one. I need a wood wall. We're going to drop off because once we've built this, we're going to do another run to trader because we need to make use of the darkness to try make some money. So, what are we going to sell? My 556 can be sold. 100%, which means I need something with a mag to take out instead. That's got a 7-round mag on it. That's got not a 7-round mag, it's something bigger. But that will do as my weapon. Hunting scope will probably do. That's the box mag. We'll sell the AKM. So my 556 and the AKM. That makes sense. Keep. That lot keep. That comes my primary. Silencer on this one. I wonder if that will fit what I'm running with. No. So I'm going to need a bit more ammo. 762, 51, 54, that's 51, or 308. I don't know what was loaded in. It will be 308 then. Do we have any spare mags? They are Stanag 762. Does it fit a LAR mag? It might do. That can be sold. That can be sold. That can certainly be sold. That can't be sold, I know from experience. Won't fit the LAR mag. Okay. So what do you use? So what do you use the camera for once it's grown? What do you use the canner for once it's grown? The cannabis, sell it. You can smoke it if you want to in game. It will let you, but it will reach at either on player market. Oh, I'm glitched because I've been building. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. At black market, cannabis will sell for massive amounts of profit, but at black market you might get killed trying to get it in and out alive. Daytime? Shit. Timed that wrong. So we're selling those two plus these mags. Is there anything else I can sell? We need to keep all the body armor. We need to keep the clothing. It's damaged anyway. Gloves. No, nothing in there. Fishing we've got to keep. I can't sell dog tags because we're not high enough up the food chain to do those yet. And these are black market items and I'm not running BM. Those need to come out of here and be moved into here so we can know where they all are. Cargo pants. Spawned in, or I must have dropped them there. They can go there. What is that? Locker and locker, that's fine. A little bit funny that you're in the apocalypse, but cannabis is still legal. Or illegal. All high pop PvP servers need a way of big teams generating money. No, they're not. But so they need a way of generating money. So on my servers, I do it with moonshine. I have people produce moonshine and sell that to the trader to make money. On a lot of servers, it's cannabis, and the reasons it's cannabis is it takes so much work to grow it. You have to grow it, you have to dry it, you have to then use these type of machines to bag it, you then need to seal it all, and then you need to run it in. So to grow a load of cannabis, you need to have a greenhouse, you need to be a drying area. There's an awful lot of work involved, but the profits are big. So it's a way of big teams generating the income, or teams that have got big bases generating the income to keep their bases alive. And cannabis used to be in DayZ, as in standard DayZ. The graphics are still there for it. The reason it was taken out is the Australian government refused DayZ to be sold in Australia if cannabis growing and smoking was still in the game, basically. So it was taken out of the standard game, but they left the stuff in there so modders could turn it into something else. It's one of those worlds that weird and wonderful shit goes down. Right, we've got that lot there. We've got those two for sale. We should make enough money on that lot to do what we've got to do. We've got a little bit of ammo on us. I don't really want to lose an RSAS, but that's life. We need to eat and drink, and then we need to run for trader. Well, we need to eat anyway. We could sell the meat to trader. Meat sells. That's a really good point. So that lot can be sold to trader. That's a spare bottle that needs purifying. Oh. Let's be clever. Just once in my life. Let's fill up. No. 4. Let's fill up this with water bottles and then purify all the water as a wanna. Never going to go through it all before it spoils. We will. It keeps reasonably well on here, but meat does sell to the trader. That we can turn into a suppressor for me. No, it won't fit it. How annoying is that? Now it won't go in there either. That can be binned off. That's not important. Wood in this game is easy to get. Okay, I'm being stupid now, just wasting time, aren't I? I need to be out on the ground. That will eat. That will put there. That will close. Right, here we go again. Second trader run. I don't know. No idea. It's a PvP server. You know, it's a hardcore PvP server. They're going to have options like that. You know, like on my servers, I nerf clothing. They're never going to do that on here. Because hardcore PvP players don't want that. They'd never play this server. One of the reasons I don't have a lot of players, you know, in a wipe, I will have about 300 people try out my server. And we might get one new person, apart from the people that play it on a regular basis. Because it takes a certain type of person that wants to play a server that nerfs your clothing, that takes away all the food, that does all that sort of stuff. Most people want Call of Duty in DayZ. And this is Call of Duty in DayZ. You know? We play Aftermath because they do it well. And they're good at stopping cheaters. But yeah, the fridge has massive amount. But it means you only need one. I've played other servers where teams have 10 fridges just to keep the team fed. And here, because all items cost money to maintain in your base, having lots of items, you try to minimise how much you spend your money on airlocks, not storage. The weapon racks hold more weapons. Hi, John. So Cookies will bring home a weapon rack later, or tomorrow, or at some point, and that weapon rack will hold 28 or 32 weapons, something like that, rather than the normal 12. So you only probably need one. Whereas most servers, you'd have 3 or 4. my left flank. So someone's got a down here. So we need to make it back to Trader alive. Drop these supplies off. And make enough money to run back and pay off the debt. To keep the base alive. That's tonight's aim. Restart is an hour and 20 away. Then those trees will grow back. That's getting closer. And maybe someone's at their base getting raided. But I've only got 9 rounds of 308 on me, so, or 10 rounds, so one in the breach. I suppose that's a slight lie. I've got 2 backup weapons in emergency. So I don't think Irish is going to make it in tonight, not sure, so it might just be me. There's money to be made in that deer. Also, the shop will alert people. Do not like this monocle. Major tunnel vision. Safer than running blind. Massively safer than running blind. So 2.72 security, quick sale, and get back here alive. Easier said than done. And then hopefully we'll have enough money to pay off the plot pole. And that'll be, then we can go off and do some looting. Or we'll be cruelly murdered en route. 100 on the server? Yeah. Fun question. Gentle appears 3 wishes. Genie appears and you can't benefit from them all. They are limited to individual people, so they can't benefit anyone but that person. What you're wishing for. So let me read that again to myself. I'd only need 1 wish. I'd make the wish that I could have unlimited wishes. And it would benefit myself. Nice. Um, I'd wish for my mother to be cured of dementia. That's basically would benefit another person, and it's something that can't be done in the real world. So, yeah. Now comes the dangerous bit of the journey. I'd allow it. Yeah. She's late stage. We're 7 years into the journey. She no longer knows who anyone is, can no longer eat unless she's fed, has no communication skills. Very, yeah, it's hard. If I could benefit myself, I'd like to live my life again. Go back to being 3 years old, but know what I know now. Or, 10 years old, but know what I know now. Because at 51, 52 in just over a month, life is getting shorter and shorter. It starts to creep up on you that you're not going to be here forever. Come on, I need to say you've entered trader. Shit, I'm on the fire. It is. It's horrible. Taking rounds, guys. Every time I visit, I don't visit all the time anymore. It's not worth it. And I used to work in that field. I used to look after people that were very ill. But when it's yourself, it's different. Dementia's horrible. Just awful. Made it. Oh. Yeah, no, it's life, There's nothing we can do about it. So, we're selling that lot off. Must not sell the RSAS. I have to remember what weapon not to sell. Thank you. That's appreciated. I wish I was. You know, I was born in 1972. I've been around a few years. Mustn't sell RSAS. 3,000. 7,000. Good. Mags. Sell. Org. Strange. And standard. Standard. Strange. And org. Org we can't sell. Oh, someone's got a truck. Sorry, who right now? 1962 here. 10 years on me then. Life does have a habit of creeping up on you suddenly, doesn't it? Sell. Right, let's sell some of this meat. Not all of it. Because we want something to eat on the way home. Or before we run home. One of them will do. Can't sell that mag. That's fine. Okay, let's eat that. When I worked retail, I asked for it from a 52-year-old woman. I kid you not. She generally looked like her mid-20s. Yeah. I worked retail for a while, a long time ago. I sold computers in a computer shop in the UK. 1991. So in 91, I was.
Yeah. Wanna buy this truck? Or do you want to buy this truck?
No, I don't. Can't you sell it to the trader?
No, I can, but
So in 91, I was. Beginning of 91, I was in Canada on exercise with the army. And the end of 91, I was in Central America in Belize.
wanna buy this truck?
Right then, now we need to make it home with the money. God. Wish us luck. Yeah, 91, 92 we were jungle, Central America. 93 I was in West Belfast, and 94 back in Germany, and then I came out mid 94 of regular service. Long time ago. I think up to my 30s, life seemed to drag. And then from the moment I was 30, life has sped by. That was Tesco. I stopped with them for a decade. It was a decade of hell. Yeah. I sold computers for Tiny Computers, if you remember them. You might not at 91. They probably went... Yeah, you might. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't do that side of retail. I was fine selling computers and making commission and making money and doing all that sort of stuff. Someone's left their car here. But we're not lockpicking here. It's inside trader still, or it was. We would get a ban. I hate running across this field when we just came under fire. But I'm hoping that person has moved on. We have to try and make it home. So we've got enough money now, if we add the money that we've got back at base, to pay off what we need to pay off. What do you do now, Will? If you don't mind me asking. Work for a utility company. Oh, you said, didn't you? You did say before, because Cookie and I were talking about it, because Cookie worked for a utility company and I used to work. I've worked in electricity and gas, electricity and water before. I used to work for Pennon, so Southwest Water, and prior to that I worked for EDF. For EDF, I was customer services and debt recovery. For Southwest Water, I was customer services and then alarms team, which was the Southwest Water job was a job I had before I went to the people I currently work for, but not the current role that I'm in. I wonder if someone's looting this. Utility warehouse, yeah. Yeah, you said you were like new customers looking after them. Do you enjoy it? I quite enjoyed working customer services within. I didn't enjoy it in EDF. I really enjoyed it in Southwest Water. They were a good company to work for. Pay wasn't great when I was there, but they looked after their staff in other ways. Obviously, I prefer my job now. The job I'm in, I hope to stay in until I retire now. Again, the money's not good, but the conditions are. I earn pretty dire money now, but I get a good pension and I get a very good work-life balance. I get a lot of time off. And I can sort of not work my own hours, but, you know, I can... tomorrow, this week's different because I'm doing a lot of driving. But, like this morning, I went in at 7, so I could finish at 3. Nobody bats an eyelid. So I was in about 7:10. I was home I left there at 3:05. I get Thursday, normally not this week, but I get Thursday afternoons off. I get Friday afternoons off, but I work a long day Wednesday. I do a 14-hour shift on Wednesdays, and then I get 2 half days. So I probably realistically, but I get a month and a half off if I wanted at Christmas. I love the people I work with. Last my manager to make the team take care of makes me want to do the best I can. That's all that you hope for. I'm lucky at work right now. Quiet night, laugh out loud. There you go. Quiet nights are the best nights. It's, I'm ex-army and I moved from job to job. I probably had 40 jobs since I left the army in the 90s until I got myself back working for the military. It's where I feel most at home. That's all you can hope for, Will. If they're doing all they can to look after their customers and their staff, what more can you hope for? You know, my customers now just happen to be members of the armed forces. But I get looked after. I can't complain. You know, the pay could be better, but that's always going to be the case with the role I'm in. But the pension's good, as I said. So that, you know, and that matters. At 51 years old, soon to be 52, I'm only 13 years away from needing the pension. So it's in my interest to have a pension. And when I add my state pension to pension I get from work, plus my army pension, I'll actually be on a higher salary than I am now. So I'll be better off in my retirement than I am working. And that interests me no end. I like the idea of that. I really like the idea of being able to retire and have a better standard of living than I have now. And I'll be retiring the minute I can. Is one of the reasons I started streaming on YouTube. So, because I know that I've got, as I said, 13 years to retirement ahead of me. So my idea is to build YouTube as high as I can in those 13 years to generate an additional income. I couldn't work nights. I used to. I'm not a fan of working nights. I like a fixed sleep routine. Don't get a lot of it, you know. I go to bed about 11. I watch rubbish on YouTube for an hour. I sleep at 12. I get up at 5. But it has to be that sort of every night, just to keep myself on the straight and narrow. If I say we've got a night out with work, then I really need to time that to have a couple of days off afterwards to reset my brain. Right then, last 900 metres to doing tonight's job. I've done paper round into hairdressing, gardening, painting and decorating, which led to general property management. Renovations to retail. What I do now has been working since 10, if you include papers. Yeah. My first job was, arguably, my first paid job was nuclear defence, but it was for an organisation that's long since gone, and I used to get paid a quarter of a day's pay to cycle to a nuclear bunker and prepare for the Russians if they ever attacked us. Forgetting that one, my first proper job was before I joined the army. I worked for a company that provided uniforms into education. We used to work in the stores. It was round the corner from where I lived, and they paid me cash in hand at £100 a week. Which was very nice because I did that for like the 3 or 4 months before I joined the army. And it just gave me a little sense of money and some freedom. Then the army, then security, then lots and lots of jobs in like admin, working for agencies, doing admin work. Then computers. Then self-employed for a few years selling computers. And then we moved out of that sector. I moved into the care sector. Went from looking after people to managing teams in homes. and then moved into civil service. Army wouldn't take me. Did you want to join, did you? It's always difficult for the people that want to join the forces and can't. But the way I've always seen it, and I'm not just saying this, I mean that, is I value everybody, whether they've been in or not, because the people that aren't in the forces are paying taxes that's helping to keep the forces and everything else running in the country. So we're all needed. So now, ultra careful, because if someone's sat on our rocks, we're dead. And we don't really want to die with this money. Oh, wow. There we go. Is that problem solved? Drop this mag off. We couldn't sell. Pick up the other bits of the money. I hope we've got enough. It's done. So we have 10 days now before the base expires. Our cost is $1,579 a day. Yeah, I couldn't do police, ambulance or fire brigade either. I was born with cataracts. Okay, I'm so sorry. So we've got that left. 4,500. But the base is paid. Let me just report that to the team. I'm just going to pause for a second, have a vape, and have a sip of juice before we carry on with this. How long did it take to learn to play DayZ? I don't think you ever stop learning, Matthew, in all honesty. I think it's a vertical learning curve. It's a hard game. There's no training, so it is hard to start with. Your first 100 hours in the game, I would say, is mostly just dying and learning by your mistakes to become a better player, and watching a lot of YouTube videos to learn the basics. And then it clicks. And when it clicks, it becomes a really good game. But up to that point, you question yourself why you're doing it all the time. I'm now over 5,000 hours in the game. I'll probably give you the exact amount. I'm on 5,058 hours in the game. But it's all I really play. This, Subsistence, Manor Lords, and I'm waiting for Fallout London. But that's really all I play. It's a great game. I have it, but haven't started yet. It's a. Have you got it on PC or console? Not that makes any difference, but if you're playing on console, what you see in front of you is not the DayZ you know, or will know one day. But it is an amazing game. DayZ, there's something about it. You know, I'm not a good PvPer, but I love base building. I love looting. I love doing all that sort of stuff. 2,000 hours in on John. Yeah, Would you agree, John? The first 100 hours are a massive learning curve. Matthew, you're lucky. PC, you get a different experience on PC because you've got all the modded servers, and all the mods. So this is like an aftermath server. They do their own thing. They have their own building mod, their own stories, their own weapons, their own vehicles. Everything is theirs. But I'm playing on a server with currently 98 people on. The chance of me staying alive is pretty minimal. We're going to pop down to here now and see whether our friends are back and see if we get any more nails out of it. So I'm going to set an RV marker for myself. So it's over there. I probably need a better weapon. Arguably. Something I've got a mag for, hopefully. Don't really have. Yeah. Hell yeah, that amount of deaths I had, laugh out loud. Yes! Yeah, and that you first spawn in and your only objective and training is survive. And you're like, huh? And you run around, you get killed by a zombie, and then you don't know how to loot them, and then you don't know how to move stuff around your inventory, and you don't know how to light a fire or purify water or get food. And then suddenly it clicks. Something in your brain goes, wow, what a game. And once that happens, you sort of stay. Because it is an amazing game. What size mag has that got? That's interesting. That's a bigger mag. What does it shoot at? Semi-auto. Okay. Let's drop off that one. Do we have a spare mag for that one? We do, don't we? That mag. That's good. Well, that's open. Let's put that away now. What is it? It's 76254. That lot. Let's get 2 mags loaded then. First 15 minutes of my first game was 2 deaths to zombies. That's about the truth of it. And if you stay and you keep trying and keep trying and keep trying, eventually it makes some sense. But that's not quick. I feel lucky. First hour I played, I killed a few zombies and then got shot at player and died. 10/10 experience. Can't wait to get on again. I can't praise it enough. I love the game. I never really played multiplayer till this. I'm not a good PvP, as I've said. Oh, but we quite like this as a gat. This is quite nice. 7.62, so it's got a good punch. I've got 2 mags on me. Interesting. Right then. Let's go and do some looting. Actually, first of all, we need to do a bit of work on the base, don't we? We need to do the water situation downstairs. Get that sorted. And most of what I do on DayZ, I stream. On this server. And my own server, I do stream, but we do that differently. Right, let's take all of these water bottles that have got water in. Pour them into the big water container. And then purify the big water container as a wanna. And that way, all the water will be purified. Which will make everyone's life easier. We need to keep the water in those for cooking. So we're going to pour that in there. If you keep trying and keep trying, eventually die again and again. Yeah, you never stop dying in DayZ, unfortunately. I feel the DayZ community is more welcoming to newbies than Rust. I can't play Rust. I am terrible at Rust. So I would agree with you on that one. I'm just going to pour all this water into the water container we've got and then purify it as a wanna. Because this solves many problems. Rust is really toxic, yeah. DayZ's slower. It's a more, not relaxed, but it's a slower pace. With a bigger, probably, build-up. Ark was more kind. I played Ark when it first came out, the original Ark. I haven't tried the new one. I quite enjoyed it, but it wasn't me. I prefer DayZ. Scum as well. I love Scum. I just can't put the time into it. Because Scum is like DayZ on steroids. Scum is like if the team from DayZ and EFT woke up, got very drunk and had a baby, Scum would be what they made. It's just horrible. Really difficult. So, spare water bottle for the team sorted. That's good. Down there. Fine. Now we'll purify this. Other wanna. DayZ, a running simulator with occasionally killing. Yeah. Running and eating with occasionally killing. I love Ark, such a good game. I haven't played it for years. Rust I tried. Before I played DayZ, I tried Rust. Because everyone was like, you need to give Rust a go, you need to give Rust a go. It's like, okay, I'll give Rust a go. Whoa, why am I dying all the time? Why are people killing me? What am I doing? How do I learn? And then I came to DayZ. And actually, I'm happier here. So, we need to not pour this time. Our water boil's full anyway, isn't it? So we don't need to worry about that. That's sorted. So, some water in for the team. We do need to eat. We'll eat attack back because, hey, it's us. There we go. Hope you keep growing. So do I. Thank you. I don't see my subscribers till after the stream. And I sort of do that on purpose. So I don't... If people tell me, I'll always react. What a rush when you build your first base it is, isn't it? So I don't see how many viewers I've got. I don't see anything unless people chat. That way I can just play the game and talk and do it. And if people want to lurk, I don't know they're lurking. I have no idea. And I like it that way. Can we get the silencer on that one? We can. Perfect. Right, that's that done and that done. Any other admin we need to do in base? I don't think so. Right then. Right then, I think we're good to go. We'll probably run outside the base now and get shot. Yeah, you get... I mean, and not vanilla. I tried playing DayZ vanilla and vanilla building. It's just painful. I like playing on a server where I can build a nice base. Oh no, hey. The fact that we're running on a... This is unheard of for me, running on a full server, as near as damn it. Yep, I look like a nut job chatting with myself, but I always do. Oh yeah, I failed the introduction quest. Okay, what a shame. It's not a problem. But also, because the VODs are saved forever, a lot. So I'll get maybe 5 to 10 people watching me when I'm live. I'll normally get between 80 and 100 watching the video over the next week. It's those 80 to 100 that don't subscribe, so that would be nice. The people that are in chat as a whole normally drop me a sub. But I am growing. You know, I started this journey, Shit. Give me a second. I've just got a ticket on the server I look after. What's that about? Okay. Members. Okay. Nothing to worry about. Someone opened a ticket and then straight away closed it. So I have my own server. I have a survival server. I subbed after the first vid I saw. Thank you, John. Massively appreciated. And I mean that. So I used to stream on Twitch. I used to stream Fallout on Twitch. And I had 280 followers on Twitch, probably. And ooh, we're going home. That's massive. Dropping that off before we do anything else. It's the same group here that Alton chat with Merv as well, and it's one of the reasons I still watch you and Merv, because I can come in and chat with the same people. It's fantastic. Thank you again. I appreciate that. So it started off on Twitch. I then stopped playing Fallout 76 when they closed Fallout Nuclear Winter, and started to look for another multiplayer game to fill that void. Tried Rust, ended up here with a bit of Scum as well. And I do still play Scum. I quite enjoy it, but I can't play Scum and DayZ at the same time. As in, when I take a break from DayZ, I play Scum. So then I took a break from streaming. Tried some DayZ streams on Twitch, and I went from 280 followers down to like 200, or 380 followers down to 300 in a couple of days. Because the people that used to watch me on there only wanted to watch me play Fallout. So I thought, okay, I need to start again. Because I'm not going to convert people that like Fallout to liking DayZ. Some might, most won't. So I looked around and Kick was just starting. So I joined Kick, and I was streaming on Kick and making some money. Same as I did on Twitch. Not a lot, but I made some. And then Kick changed all their terms and conditions. So I was just about to become like the next level on there, past the paid. And I was a week off earning the next level, and they changed their rules. So I then went, I can't do this. If they keep changing their goalposts, at some point, you know, I'm never going to keep up. So I binned that off, as you do. So the reason we ran home is we found cinder block, which is like a way of making the doors safer later on when we get stuff to build it with. So we have to drop that off. We have no choice. That's like massive. Oh, try again. So then I'd always had a YouTube account, and I'd produced like a few videos here and there, but I didn't really know what I was doing, and I don't now. I'm learning as I go. So I'd had, I think, 42, something like that, subs on YouTube. And it was people from my Fallout days and people that were just mates. And myself subbed to myself like 3 times on different YouTube accounts, as you do. And I didn't really care about it. And then when I was on leave last August, I thought, well, let's give it a go. And look at what the positives. And the big positive to me was I could stream at better quality on YouTube because they don't limit the bandwidth. And because I hadn't thought about moving to 4K, but I just bought a 3080. So I bought my first 4K monitor, not the one I've got now. I bought my first 4K monitor, did some test streams and went, maybe not yet. Played around with 1440p. Started YouTube properly on about the 15th of September last year. And yeah, I've gone from early 40s to 400 followers in less than a year. I'm really, really happy with that. I'm growing at an average of 30 a month now. I'm getting about 150 hours a week of watch content. And my averages for people staying and watching are going up. So we're now getting people watching on average sort of 10 minutes of a video rather than the 30 seconds it started off at. Oh, you do. It makes a massive difference. You know, obviously I've got quite a setup. You know, I've got a 34-inch 4K screen to my front running at 165 hertz, and then I've got two vertical screens left and right of that, one that I've got Discord on all the time and one that I've got OBS and your chat panel on. But it's not cheap, you know. I was on Merv's stream, sorry. Merv and I were running the other week and people were commenting that you could hear my keyboard. So I went out and bought a boom arm that was high enough and big enough to take my microphone above my monitor, which cheap ones wouldn't do well enough because I had a cheap one before. So suddenly I invested in a big boom arm to bring the mic now 6 inches from my mouth but above me. So hopefully you don't get the clicking so much. So it's all investments all the time. But I also enjoy streaming. I enjoy interacting and chatting to people. And Irish, that I sometimes game with, is the reason I stream. He's the one that convinced me in the very beginning to give it a go. Right, we need to get into the tree line to overlook this rather than just running straight in. So this is the base that we were raiding last week all the time. We've still got a base. Don't know if they've been back. Doesn't look like it, unless they've blocked off the lower window. Can't see from here. So we raided them twice. Soft raided without explosives. Found a way in and out. Yeah, we climbed out that window and dropped onto those. So they haven't secured that window yet. So I need to see whether they're still, if they've been back on and put any more gear in. Give me a second. Come on, game. I need stamina up. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Ah, they've not been back. Nails. Front repair kit will take. Don't need a spare water bottle now. Push on. Sometimes there's a helicopter crash right here. Day. Our marker. Down to industrial. The industrial's in there. So yes, I have a good mic on a microphone stand. I have a good headset that's separate. I have surround sound speakers for when I'm just gaming, like a Razer THX surround sound 7.1. I bought and built a new PC last month, so I'm running a 4070 Super Ti. But it's my hobby. You know, it's what I do. When I'm not at work, I'm either gaming or streaming, which is gaming. Hi Willie, welcome back. Just had a follow-up to my doctor. Everything good so far. Excellent. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. And thank you for popping in. It's always appreciated. Oh, it might have been NBC jacket. We'd start to collect those now, I think. So two things we need to do down here. We need to hit industrial. So I need boxes of nails. Code locks, if we find one, would be amazing. If I find a code lock, I'm running straight for home. No two ways about it. Because finding code locks in the wild are unheard of. Metal, we need. Either metal sheets or the metal fragments. Either would do the job. The base in that barn, I think. It might have been raided. So next barn over. Go and check. Yeah, next barn over. Oh, it was this one. Don't have a big enough Bergen to carry it, and I'm not walking it home for just a tent. But if we stick it right in the bottom, at some point we might be able to go. Got to go. Customers, have fun, Goblin. Thank you. Appreciated. Thanks for being here. Always, always appreciated. So we'll push on. can always come back and pick up that at a later date. We don't need it. There's no space for it. Whether we could stick it in the bottom kitchen. Could we still get to the plot pole? Maybe it would fit in there. We'll increase our storage for stuff for sale. You know, you got me thinking now. So, we're going to push for industrial still. Carry on with that. I'm not a fan of tents, but tents work well as somewhere just to stash gear. So, for sale areas, I use tents for, or dumping when you come back from a run. Now, this is a good town, but there's a lot of places of cover that overlook it. Thank you, John. That's appreciated. Oh, let's get ourselves some food. Seeing at least we've got a silencer to do it with. I don't have a knife on me, do I? I only have a bloody knuckles and you can't cut a fucking... That was stupid, wasn't it? The stupid goblin. Push in. There we go. Fingers crossed, guys. Fingers crossed. But we need to hang back a little bit. Restart is in 20 minutes. We're okay. Eyes open. Don't need any of that. Do need that. Current PC setup. What would you value at? Titan gaming PC, AMD Ryzen 5, 460G, very good graphics, 16 gig DDR4, M.2 256, 1 terabyte HD drive, 500 watt. I don't know. How I value a PC is... Oh, there we go, you beauty. How I value a PC is I look on things like Facebook Marketplace to see what other people are putting them up for sale. I look at what CEX would pay for a PC. Fuck me, that's massive. Sulfur. Making explosives time, that is. Get down there, no, we leave that alone. Don't worry about that building. Was that shots? I think I came under fire. Heard a silent shot. Not taking the risk because I'm on my own. You know, I know what my PC cost me. I know what I value it at, but I also realise that that's me. If it allows you to do what you want it to do, it's a PC that's right for you. You know, my last PC that died had a 3080 in it, a Ryzen 9 of the old DDR of the old Gen 4, 32 gigs of RAM, 3 hard disks of SSD or M.2s, but the motherboard died, and I could have replaced the motherboard and kept everything I had, but the trouble I had was I would be replacing still for last gen, and I'd already bought a 4070 Super Ti. I just hadn't got round to putting it in, so I thought, actually, let's do the right thing and buy a new case, a new motherboard, a new CPU, more RAM. So this PC value that I've got now, the box is, it's only a month and a half old. It's cost me about £1,400, which means resale value now is about 1,000. And this will play Greyzone at 4K at 120 FPS. I'm getting, in DayZ, I get 400 plus FPS at 4K. It was a pre-built. I paid $380, including postage. I'm not someone that knows much about PC parts. I'm trying to educate myself there. So if you ever want to talk PC parts, I can talk PC parts till the cows come home. I've been building PCs and gaming on PCs for so long. I haven't bought a PC as in a pre-built for years. I always build, but it really depends what people want. But if you ever want to talk about PC and building them and swapping things out, so you're running AMD 5. You're running built-in graphics or a separate graphics card. I'm guessing built-in graphics. So the first thing I would look at with yours is getting a dedicated graphics card, because that will then help. Do we want to walk a tent home? No, because we've got sulfur. That's the first thing I'd say is I'd look at for yours a dedicated graphics card, and then it really comes down to what you can afford to do, because what everyone can afford is different. Everyone has different disposable income, different priorities, and equally, if your machine does everything you want it to do today at the quality that you're happy with, you don't need to upgrade. There's no point. Only upgrade if it's going to be useful to you. You know, I recognise that streaming stuff at 4K gets me viewers that others don't. So I've just joined a whitelisted Stalker server that I'm going to make some content on. I'm not going to stream it. I'm going to do it as pre-recorded content because it's a full-on roleplay server. So it doesn't work well with me having you guys in chat because I have to on there all the time roleplay. But I think it might work really well with producing content. No one else seems to stream that server at 4K. So there, bang, I'm somebody streaming that server at 4K or making content at 4K. So that helps. And it's all about, for me, driving traffic. I'm not massively into roleplay. I quite enjoy Stalker. I will be streaming Stalker 2 when it comes out. I'm quite looking forward to that. I've got leave booked for the time that it comes out next beginning of September. No heli crash. We're probably going to push home and log, guys. I've got a long day of driving tomorrow, a long day of driving Wednesday, a long day of driving Thursday. So I'd like to get an hour or so just not streaming, if that makes sense. So once I get back to base, I am going to call it a night, or if the restart kicks in before. Hopefully tomorrow night Cookie will be on. Maybe Irish. He's putting a car in for a check tomorrow out in the States. So maybe not Irish. Yeah, Toplin Industrial. That'll all be breaking loose there. But Will, if you ever want to talk PCs, yeah, it's my world. I had someone today, I'm in a over 40s PC gaming group on Facebook, and there was somebody messaged me on there and said, I'm looking at buying my first PC to go from Xbox. So I was advising on, I was like, well, what do you want to do? What games do you play? Is that a player? I can't get shot with nails and... and sulfur. So I was in there advising them, and it's finding out what they want to do. You know, they've come from Xbox. Do they play games at 4K? In which case, a PC is going to be expensive. If they play at 720p and they're not overly interested in the graphics quality, it reduces what they need to spend. Also, what their budget is. You know, some people can spend £1,000 on a PC. Some people can spend 400. The aim is to get them the best possible machine for the cheapest possible price, based upon and real expectations. You know, somebody coming in and saying, I want to game at 4K better than PlayStation 5 quality for $400. It's not going to happen. So you've got to manage expectations, and also saying to people that are coming from console, it is different. You know, it's a different experience. You pay more for hardware, but you have a bigger choice of games that cost less. My biggest test is going to be streaming Saturday's community run and playing the game at the same time. I haven't tried to do both yet. So my advice is talk to your stream and just explain what you're doing. So if there was nobody in chat now, I'd be saying, right then, we're moving through the woodland. I'm looking to get home. Home is 200 meters away. As you're moving home, it's your most dangerous time because you think you're safe. So you want to come in with a bit of cover. I'm looking around, I'm observing. Occasionally I'm zooming in. See if I can see any glint of scopes. I'm going to try and come in from an angle that allows me to run straight in and open and close the door quickly. So I'm bringing home stores that I need. I've got to be ready to react quickly. And we're running in, we're running in, we're running in, open door, and then close door. And now I'm safe. So it's about interacting, whether there's somebody there or not. But I would do a test stream to start with, just to see if your settings are right for it. But you'll be fine. You will be fine. I need to drop the nails off. That's awesome. And the sulfur. I'll eat the chocolate bar as a prize. Dash down, cover, crawl, observe. Yep. It's a while since I've heard that's quite quote like that. Put the trousers away. Electronic repair kits. They are really useful for explosives. So, and repairing scopes. Need to make sure next time we go out we have a knife with us, don't I? Because that was a stupid mistake, Goblin. Fine. We'll eat the chocolate bar. Yeah, you just keep chatting. I mean, if I run into any issues, I can hit up Merv or probably yourself on Discord to meet me. I won't probably be doing the community run this weekend. Cookie's doing a large event, and I'm acting as a mod for him. And I never mind. Always message me. You know, if you haven't got my Discord, I'll give it again now. Where are we? Invite people. Copy. So for anyone that hasn't got my Discord and wishes to, I'm there. But you can always message me on Discord. I'll always try and help. Did you make the rent? Yes, we did make the rent, which was awesome. We are sort of finishing for the night though, because I've got a long 3 days of long days of driving. But we paid the rent for another, well, 10 days, but 9 hours, 23 minutes and 15 minutes, 9 hours, sorry, 9 days, 23 hours and 15 minutes remaining. Rent is now 1,579 per day. But that will be it for tonight, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I mean, if I run into any issues with us getting the setup, I'll probably try again tomorrow or Wednesday. Yeah, reach out to me. On a Wednesday, you won't get an answer because on a Wednesday, I work. I do a 7 in the morning till 9:30 at night and come home and go to bed, basically. But certainly reach out to me. I'll always try and help and talk you through it. And I won't know how well it'll work until you try it. We'll have a good night, bud. It's been a pleasure chatting with you and with you. And thank you for being here. So, guys, thank you for being. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for interacting. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for the extra sub I picked up. I'll see if there's any more when I come off the stream. You guys have been amazing tonight. Remember, if you see a goblin in your sights, miss. And I'll catch you on the next one. What is it? A penthouse? It feels like it. There are bases in Aftermath servers that cost $1 million a day. And they need massive amounts of money generated. That's why people grow drugs in the game. I'll catch you guys on the next one if you're about. Thanks, guys. And good night.